better. Okay, before we look this way, let's turn around and look out that way. So we opened in January 2018. In July 2018, that's where the Matagara Bridge opened. It's actually a main roads initiative, so they look after it. Nothing to do with us at the stadium. It lights up at night time, as do we. You can actually do the flying frocks from there as well. So the black spear on the right that goes up to the top, there's an observation area just there, and you can do the flying fox all the way down and to behind the Canfield pub just over on our left. The Canfield is named after Henry. We can get 2,500 people in there. It's actually the largest pub in Australia. On game day, I would stay well away from that. It's very busy. Any other day of the week, go for it. But on game day, there's a lot going on. We also have the arbour here. So from here down to the train station, runs about 450 metres. Now the yellow plates kind of look like seats. They're meant to look like birds. So as you're walking under it towards the actual river, they do look like a flock of birds. Each of them have a different Nogar story on them as well, and lots of different plants around them. It smells really nice as you're walking underneath. We do have the 5 gates. So over on the east, gate A and B, C on the north, D here, and then E over this direction. We've got 91 turnstiles. It takes about 1 hour to get everyone in, about 45 minutes to get you all out again. If we have a concert, or when we have concerts, it can take a little bit longer depending on what's going on. Everyone's wanted, everyone is actually bag checked. You might be getting wristbands to go onto the ground as well. So it just depends on the actual event as to how long it takes to get everyone in and out. Now, during the summer months, we have Christmas markets, and we're getting ready for those again. On the weekend of the 20th and 21st of December, so this year it's Saturday and Sunday. Last year and the years before, it was just the Sunday with the weekend in between. So the 20th and 21st, underneath the arbour here, we'll have all of the different vendors. And then food trucks, drink trucks. Over where the big grassed area is just here, we'll have some different movies on those on the big screen there. And we'll also have Christmas light tours. So we'll do an abbreviated version of this, get you inside, and every now and then at certain times, sit down and see all the Santa and Christmas stuff on the big screens as well. Last year, the very last last market we had some vendors selling chocolate, but it was 42 degrees. So they didn't come. It wasn't worth it. Melting in your hands as you're purchasing it doesn't make a lot of sense. So we've got lots of people under there selling all their wares, which is really cool. If we actually turn and look at the stadium now, on the outside, we go 42 metres up onto the very top of the roof there. But on the outside, we have 16,000 lights. If we ran them end to end, they'd run about 1.7 kilometres. And they're on every single light with generally the colours of Optus, which is similar to your shirt, the teal and the yellow. The bridge lights up as well. They do their own thing. The Matagara Bridge here, the Burley Bridge down there, the one into East Perth. We all like to turn our lights on at night time. And some businesses within Perth, as well as the stadium, if there's an international day or a national day of some kind, and there are colours that they're actually representing, the stadium will light up in those colours. So it's really nice to see them as you're driving past, or even flying into Perth. Sometimes you can see it from the actual plane. I did see it once. I'm like, let me see as I'm looking out the other person's window. But you can see the stadium and actually the bridge as you're flying in and out of Perth. What we're going to do now is follow these people. We're going to go in, sit down, I'll tell you a bit more about the stadium, and then we'll start heading up to the roof and then back down again. They can go through the other door. Perfect. Let's go take a seat. Turn the lights on. It's a bit dark. Seat. Okie dokie, so some of them were dropped off and then brought around to the roof there. We did have to walk their high heels. So, level 1 and 5, as I said before, You can walk all the way around except during the cricket season. We have about 2,000 of these poles all the way around. And before we started building, because there was a rubbish tip here at one point, there was a lot of work that had to be done. A lot of stuff had been dug down very deep. So they got rid of all of the stuff there. These poles go 35 metres down into the ground, and we've got a couple of billion bolts keeping us nice and tight as well. We're 42 metres right up to the very top of the roof, and between the glass and the halo roof, we call that our natural air conditioning just up there. The halo roof, it has a very long name, but we call it the halo. It's self-cleaning, self-bleaching. The only time we really need to do anything up there is when the birds drop their dead fish. Just scoop them away, whatever we need to do. But the roof pretty much looks after itself all of the time. The very outside of the stadium, we have the window cleaners come once a year. It takes about 6 weeks for them to actually go all the way around, abseiling all the way around to clean those windows. So that's pretty cool. As we walk along here, you can see this is all covered up. This is covered up because this is the back of where the stage is going to be. So level 1, 3 and 5, no one's going to be sitting up here. And we've covered this so if anyone does get up here, they can't make their way into those areas and do anything they shouldn't be doing. We're going to keep going this way. Oh, also, locals. Who are locals? Beautiful. Have you ever noticed the coloured food outlets before? So see red? Okay, so if you go towards red, it's food. Go and have a look. As well. They're 340 centimetres. With West and Fremantle, so all the way down to the left, so see small around there, and then tunnel. To the left of that is where normally we have Aussie Eagle, so she's from the West Coast mascot. She's a real life eagle. She's 19 years of age. I used to see her at Subiaco, she'd come through on Elon's arm, which is really sweet. And she's 19, but she's getting a bit forgetful, so every now and then she doesn't do the right things. They give her a good 20 minutes to get herself sorted. They let her off from the house, and one handler lets her go. We thought about that before COVID. So we did this. How exciting is that? That's why I've got a card and I believe in you. Okay, let's get this one. I'll do this one.
No, thank you.
So we'll go this way. This one's open down here. If you've got sunglasses, maybe put them on. Okay, so it doesn't normally look this pretty out here. We're obviously getting ready for something along the way. Oh, I'm going to turn that on. The speaker is just
Great views of Perth.
So red was blue. And yellow on the just yellow.
Looking down for the moment at our carpet.
Oh, okay. So I'll go to the orange.
It's a strange request, I know, but our carpet down below is actually a satellite photo of the Abrolhos Islands. So up on our northwest coast we have Geraldton. Off the coast of Geraldton are the Abrolhos Islands. That's where they catch lots of seafood. And this satellite photo was taken. It was sent to Melbourne. The carpet was designed. So down below on level 3, to our left, the entry to the level 3 suites. In front of us and to our right, we can't see it, but on our right, all the way down to the very first lift we started at, is the Riverview room. So the carpet goes all the way through. With the Riverview, it's really hard to say quickly, the Riverview room. With the Riverview room, it's one large space. We can get about 1,500 people in that space, or divide it into 2 and 3. Again, we've had lots of wedding receptions in there, lots of Christmas parties, functions, school formals, all of those kinds in that there. The Riverview room itself actually has the view exactly what we saw on level 5 on level 3. It's one huge glass. So in 2021 we weren't doing too badly in Perth. They all sit with their laptops and stuff. Yeah. This is cool. So this is the away coaches box. We consider anyone, again, who is not anyone. So last week we were doing cricket tours, which was a little bit different. Normally, well, this time last week there was no way we could have just stood here and watched what was going on. This room was totally taken over by Cricket Australia, as was the whole venue. So we were kind of visitors in our own house. It was really strange. We couldn't come in and do stuff. So there were lots of people along here. This is where the print media is. So from here all the way down the end of the corridor, this is the Dennis Cometti Media Centre. Dennis Cometti, former footballer and commentator. So normally we can get just be careful as you get close to the glass. You'll bonk your head if you walk straight into it. The glass is on an angle, so don't just walk straight up, otherwise you'll knock your forehead. The reason it's on an angle with the AFL commentary areas, normally you'd have the desk, the commentators, the camera and the lights. If this glass was straight up and down, the lights would just bounce back in. So this is the reason. Every now and then you hear, because nobody's listened.
That's great. Yeah, okay.
So as you can see, this is the Optus suite. This is one of our largest suites. We can get up to 24 people in here. Just behind, this is where the attendants would be, all the food and drink that you're needing. If anything else is requested or required, there's iPads on the wall that the attendants can punch in and ask for different things along the way. These doors on game day, event day would be open, which is lovely. 24 seats outside. So you're sitting all around here, sitting outside as well, which is really nice. Perfect view of the actual stadium. They make their way through. So normally up here we have the current player's name. Underneath that, we have previous players who've been in Premiership or played 100 games. So when they arrive, their gear is sitting underneath their locker. They get out of their civvies into their gear, put their stuff into the lockers. And the property manager was here a couple months ago and talked to us on tour and said that they take, when they travel east, up to 1.5 tonne of gear with them. So they take everything down to cool drinks, fruit juice, muesli bars, whatever else they need when they get there. They don't just whip out to Coles and Woolworths when they get there. So yeah, between the two, they have to spend a certain amount of time in each one.
Did you go? Pardon? Did you go on the shop? No shop for me. Just you. I'm looking. So, thank you.
Football journals.
We're going to be fancy and here a little bit.
Yeah, right. Just for the test though, just what they're showing.
Sorry, it sounds like a haunted house. If you just make your way up just to the grass here. Normally we would go through the locker room and go onto the interchange bench, but they've got stuff going on. So how it's expected here, then we'll go into the locker room and then go back. As you can see to the right, the little black area with seats, just literally over here on the right, that's where the cricketers sit through the big yells and so on. So that would just sit in there. Because the cricket goes from north to south, obviously they can't sit on the interchange bench during those games because they wouldn't be able to see around. So we just build these little pins here. So one team here, one team down the other end. So catch up and then we'll cross.
You've been
Okay, we've got everyone. So we'll just shut the door behind us. And now we're going to cross over, guys. We're going to cross the crosswalk, and on the other side of the road there's a yellow line in the wall. We need to walk in the yellow line against the wall, back to the lift, and then upstairs. We're just walking along here.
Yep.
Straight through here.
Okay.
We'll just wait for the next one, guys. You go, we'll catch the next
So.
one. Any final questions or?
I got one.
Yes.
Have you had the Tasmanian government here yet to work out why they should be building something like this?
No, but lots of angry people from Hobart who've come going, don't want it.
I don't want
Not
it.
good enough. No, lots of angry people.
There's a Tasmanian running.
Yeah.
The sooner they build something, you know, the better. It's obviously so good for the economy and
Yeah.
everything.
Queensland, really nice one, I think.
Well,
Really
creates
good
jobs
place to
and
live. Yeah, there's lots of people working.
People, something happen every day, you know, like the Sunday night. That pub over there wouldn't be there if this wasn't, you know, the biggest pub. It wouldn't be the biggest pub, would it, if this wasn't here?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Just finished my tour at the Optus Stadium. It's very good. It's lovely skyline here, perfect view of Perth, perfect sky. Now I'm going to have a nice little walk back from where I come, down the water, down the Swan, enjoy a bit of the sunshine. There's a bit of a breeze here. Yeah, that was a good tour. Good to tour an Australian stadium, and the cricket pitch is still on. So the cricket pitch is still in its place, but they do have AC/DC. So it's going into concert mode very soon. With concert mode, obviously there'll be no cricket pitch. So it's good how these stadiums turn things around quite quickly into certain events and what they need to do. There's a lot of noise coming from the stadium. Let's have a walk down anyway, near where the bridge is. And the wind's picked up as well now, like I said, so it doesn't feel like 25 degrees, it feels like 20, in true traditional fashion of this holiday. I'm going to just check out this. No, I don't. Let's have a look at the front. Well, I think it's busy. There's corporate events going on today. Behind me. And I think this is fingered out for them, booked out for them. Nah, I don't need the pipe from there, do I? Again, stadium, a walkway. The campfield. Actually, I might check what beers they've got. It's 20 to 2. It'll take about an hour for me to walk back. But that's fine. I'm all good with that. Let's check out the campfield. It's going to be noisy, actually. Do I, don't I? Oh, I'm going to have a look. Maybe not have a beer. But apparently it holds 2,500 people according to that tour. So let's see how big it is. Anyway, see you later.